primarily nurses. Those are the people statistically that you have to be afraid of. Statistically, you need to be afraid of police and nurses. Now, I told you guys, but you look away. You don't make the connection. You will hate all homeless people because your brother is a junkie. But do you hate all women? You will hate all homeless people and treat all homeless people horribly, including looking away from any and all crimes committed against them, because they don't matter. Women can't be predators. How long have we sold that narrative? Meanwhile, we have predators like Caitlin Tatum. And last night, she certainly advanced to that. Yesterday, she certainly advanced to that, I should say. But she was nice about it. The problem is she does work in healthcare. And of course, that means that she has been schooled in this and should know what the fuck is up. When she's trying to go out of her way to make everything goddamn complicated. No, you don't need to make it complicated. You can simply do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. How about you call me up and don't make it about you, but you can't do that. You can't do that, can you? Of course not. I'm asking for the truth. If that interrupts your fucking party, so the fuck what? People are dead. Lives are at stake. If you're a healthcare worker and that is what you do, you shouldn't be a healthcare worker. Plain and simple. If you're a friend and that's what you're going to do, don't call yourself a friend. That's plain and simple. I ask for the truth. You make me post it on the internet. Meanwhile, the lady that we were trying to turn this into at DHS, she wasn't interested in the crimes against me. They never are. They want to shove you off onto some agency that isn't going to do a goddamn thing. They've already been reported not doing a goddamn thing. Now this place, TFCC, that's not who needs to be called next. See, these places are going to refer you to their friends and their co-workers so that their friends can make decisions on whether or not they did something wrong. And they all did something wrong. That's the thing about turning in mandated reporters. It's not easy because mandated reporters won't do their job. It's not that there's no good laws in place. It's that they're not followed. They've been outright ignored and blatantly broken by people like Caitlin Tatum. When you outright and blatantly break the law to try to hide the truth, you have, well, especially in the situation of an at-risk adult, instead of making me put it on YouTube, Caitlin Tatum should have done the right thing from the very start. And I will accept nothing less than her admitting that publicly. She wants to make it about her and her selfishness and her needs and wants. Her mental health days. You know what? I don't get mental health days. I'm out here every day going through this hell because you don't want to fucking do a thing. A goddamn thing. You will allow myself and others who are homeless to all be victimized over you letting a false narrative be sold. Over you not wanting to admit that I told the truth. You talk nice, and that is so great and wonderful. No, it's not. I'd rather you be an honest asshole. But if you're going to be honest about your perspective from not looking at any goddamn evidence, the least you can do is be honest about not looking at any goddamn evidence. See, that's the thing that Kate Tatum wanted to forget. I'm smart. I'm a highly intelligent individual, and I have caught a lot of fucking liars and a lot of bullshitters, and I'm trying to turn them in. She's one of them. And I did think long and hard about this last night. I thought to myself, you know, I really need somebody on my side. But then I need somebody who's on my side, not somebody who's going to go play every little dirty fucking trick that they know to try to get out of it. I've already been through this. Caitlin is doing the same thing that the police do and that Natalie did. No, fuck that. You tell the fucking truth. Innocent people are now dead because you were too much of a fucking coward to tell the truth. You didn't start off as too much of a coward to tell the truth. You started off as somebody who just thought that they could bullshit me. Oh yeah, I'm your friend, I'm your friend, I'm your friend. Well, I came to you about some friend shit, and what did you do? Well, now you don't want to get in fucking trouble, I get it. Neither did Natalie. I don't mind serving my time or admitting where I fucked up. That's what makes me a better person than you. Well, you guys treat me like I'm an Untermenschen. I am superior. Hello.
Coffee can?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll have $50 in the window.
Thank you. See, you guys don't want to pay attention to the words or the actions. If these people actually cared about me, they'd have told the truth instead of making me post it on the internet. They'd have come forward with me and helped me to put a stop to this before Natalie was killed, instead of blowing me off like I don't matter, and now, of course, digging for any excuse that you can find. No, the evidence, you fucking cunt. The evidence, that's what matters. You don't get to hide your face. You don't get to hide your name. You had your chance. You had your opportunity. We've tried it your way. No. Your way don't work. You should have listened to me. You should have helped out the victim. You should have listened to the victim. And you should have taken a look at what's going on and the consequences for others because of your actions. I came to you because you said you were a friend. When you showed you weren't a friend, you should have left. This whole let's make a deal thing, no, you're going to tell the truth or I'm going to. Plain and simple. Here you go. Take my money.
There's a crap ton of change right there.
Look at all that money. All right. I'm going to spend it on a beer bong and a keg of tequila. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a douchebag out of necessity. I'd rather not be. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I should have been paying more attention. What we've taught girls is that the help that they're to provide is pretty words. We've also taught men that their job is to provide pretty words if they provide anything. For the most part, a man's job here in the United States, despite what the law says, a man's job is to take care of a woman and take care of the children. To protect the women and protect the children. To give up his entire life and sacrifice his entire life for those women and for those children. He is expected to have nothing for himself. He is expected to take a woman. It's fucking caveman bullshit. Just like every step of the way. police going out of their way, any excuse not to look at fucking evidence. Now that's the problem. I need someone there with me in person for my fucking safety. Not somebody who's gonna bullshit me. That's the problem, is that I can fucking spot a bullshitter. Maybe you should have fucking paid attention to that. All the other times I caught you bullshitting. Thank you for the apology. Now fucking fess up. Your fucking apology doesn't do jack shit for me. Fess up. Don't tell me, tell the fucking cops, tell the courts, and tell the fucking public. Fess up. You wanted to pretend to be my friend. Maybe you should have done some friend shit. You didn't though, did you? Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my last cigarette and try to calm down a little bit, because I really don't want to do this. I don't want to post up the shit with Caitlin. I wanted to believe that she was gonna try doing the right thing, but that phone call yesterday showed that she's just interested in hiding her own bullshit by whatever means necessary. Ignore any and all evidence by whatever means necessary. See, that's the problem with when you need to turn in a crime that has been committed against you, and you are continually forced to move over and over and over again, and you have to start the process over and over and over again. And all they're willing to do is, okay, well, we're going to stuff you in housing, but you have to wait on a waiting list. So I'm stuck out here being victimized that whole time. No, Caitlin Tatum, don't be a fucking stupid cunt. You better hope I don't die before you. Because if I do, somebody might actually come back through my videos and take a look. Somebody might actually go through my Facebook and take a look. Somebody might come across our screenshots and realize what shitty fucking friends I have. I hope it affects the rest of your life, Caitlin Tatum. You fucked up. You don't care if I am harmed for the rest of my life because of it. Neither did King of Nichols. Neither did Tony DeStassi. None of you gave a fuck. You pretended to give a fuck, but a good person would have listened and fucking spoken up. A friend would have listened and fucking spoken up. I don't care if you lose every goddamn thing in your life. I've already lost every goddamn thing in my life because you're a fucking coward. It would have only taken one of you pieces of shit. One. One of you pieces of shit. Are you more likely to be killed by a mass murderer in a shooting, or more likely to be killed by someone like Caitlin Tatum? You are more likely to be killed by someone in healthcare. You are more likely specifically to be killed by a female in healthcare. Women in healthcare are more likely to get away with it for a longer period of time. And do you know why? Because despite the fact that they work in a professional building, they're not very professionally fucking monitored. When something fucked up happens, they go, all right, there's 10 men and 30 women working here. Somebody died, we better look at these 10 men. Meanwhile, y'all talk about how important the evidence is, then fucking help me get the evidence in there instead of trying to suppress it and hide it. And focus on everything but the fucking evidence, you pieces of shit. Holy fuck, how are you that goddamn stupid? You're not. You are intentionally trying to reword and manipulate the law and outright lie about the law knowing that you're lying. Your position means that you know you're fucking lying. You have had that training. If you are working in healthcare, then you have had that training. So Caitlin Tatum should be able to call out these people on their bullshit pretty easy, but she won't look at evidence. She outright fucking refuses. How about we focus on the evidence, you stupid cunt? How about we focus on the actual problem at hand? I'm being victimized because you're a fucking piece of shit. Any one of you fucking cunts could come forward and tell the fucking truth. And no, it's not fucking easy after 6 years of you fucking looking the other way. I don't give a fuck about your job. If people think less of you, rightly fucking so. You allowed people to harm me for 6 years over a fucking lie. I've lost everything. I'm living in this fucking shit pit. You get to see how healthcare, places like Clearview, doesn't matter that you actually are a human being. What matters is that you tried to tell on a cop. Whenever you try to turn in a cop, the automatic fucking jump to is, all right, well, we'll call him mentally ill. Mentally ill, anything except look at the evidence. Let me tell you something. I'm done jumping through these mentally ill fucking hoops for assistance that doesn't fucking exist. I'm tired of recording place after place after place telling me it's not their job after I've been referred to this fucking place. Caitlin Tatum went from pretending to be a friend to doing exactly the same thing as, well, every other mandated reporter who got busted not doing their fucking job. You want to hide it and you want to pawn me off on someone else. She says she'll make these calls with me. To do what? You're not looking at any evidence. You're not speaking out. I get that you got fears. You voiced your fears to me. Right now I'm going over to Starbucks and they can hear that. You voicing your fears in your own voice. Your reasons for breaking the law. Your reasons. I'm not calling them excuses this time. Hopefully that makes you feel better. Your reasons for not coming forward. When I said your reasons, I told the truth. Now, didn't I, Caitlin Tatum? What I ask from you is honesty. If you want to keep your name out of it, you got to put your own name into it. If you want me to keep your name out, then you have to put your name in. You have to tell these fucking stories. You have to tell the truth. You. And since I am stuck out here being victimized by the public, you need to tell them the truth. This is not fucking negotiable. We came to an impasse the other day while having an argument. The argument is what? Whether or not you're going to tell the truth. We're not going to accept the help you want to throw at me. We're not doing this again. You are going to tell the fucking truth, and that's how it's going to be. I don't care if you have to fucking take a week off of work to do the right thing and make sure that you call all of these people and fucking apologize to them for not telling the truth. Apologize to the public. You need to apologize to every single homeless person. And sure, they probably won't see it, probably won't hear it. Not that they wouldn't like to hear it. But we have actual fucking problems, Caitlin Tatum. Your bullshit is fucking trivial compared to this. You don't want to live in this? Well, here's the thing, Caitlin, is that you failed as a friend and you failed as a mandated reporter. That's entirely on you. 100% entirely on you. The fact that my predators got away with harming me repeatedly over slander because you wanted to be a fucking selfish cunt, that's not my fault. And that's not the fault of any of the other victims. You fucked up. Fess up to the fact that you fucked up. I told the truth. You want me to apologize for telling the truth? Kiss my ass. You had a fucking job to do. One job. And you fucking failed. You had one job to do. You could have saved all of this heartache for me, for you, and for many others just by not being a fucking shitty friend. But now you're being a shitty mental health care worker. You're showing exactly why it is the disabled people go through this shit. You're not acting like a friend and you're not being a mandated reporter. What you're acting like is somebody who doesn't want to get in fucking trouble. Now you already know I don't care if I get in trouble. Sure, it'd be nice to get away with all this shit scot-free, especially since it was shit that I was forced to do. But I'm going to tell you something. Let's say you've got a baby in a hot car. It's a hot day out, the windows are rolled up. Car's been out there all by itself for a couple hours. It's real hot. And you see there's a baby in the back seat sweating up a storm. Obviously doesn't even have the energy to cry anymore. And you break the window. You know what? I could go, oh, well, I might get in trouble if I break the window. There's 1,000,001 things that could go wrong with that. Maybe it's an off-duty cop. Maybe him and his wife just had a baby, and maybe he dropped his wife off, and usually she takes the kid, but he forgot. It happens. More than you think. And you go and you break that window, and you get that baby out of that car. Now, of course, what you're thinking about is that baby's safety, but you also got to worry about, well, if I break that window, what if the person is friends with the cops? What if that person works closely with the cops? The problem with mental health and all these people who fucked up wanting to push mental health is that I've been jumping through the mental health hoops. It's the criminal activities against me that are preventing me from taking care of myself. And that includes jumping through these mental health hoops. These are mandated fucking reporters. I don't have any goddamn assistance in turning this shit in. None. I have no friends or family. Caitlin Tatum is literally doing everything that she can to ignore the evidence and type pretty shit at me. How the fuck are you gonna help? That's not a friend. There's 6 years worth of shit that happened that wouldn't have happened if Caitlin Tatum had been an actual friend. There's 6 years worth of shit that wouldn't have happened if Maddie Boa had been an actual friend. If Natalie Bollinger had been an actual friend. If Alicia Bollinger had been an actual friend. There's a lot of things that wouldn't have happened if Brandon Jepson had been an actual friend. If Jamie Curtis had been an actual friend. If Dallas Richmond had been an actual friend. If Zach Richmond had been an actual friend. You made every excuse not to try. All the things that you told me you couldn't do and wouldn't work. My predators tried those things. And they fucking succeeded. You know what the difference between my predators and you is? You never even tried. Most of my predators started off as friends, just so you know. They never even tried, and when I showed the truth, they became highly predatory. Don't you dare tell on your predator. Well, I do. And I will continue to do so. Be a friend. Once you become predatory, there is nothing that's going to stop me from speaking out. Even if I'm in the hole, in prison, with nobody around to even hear me, and the doors closed and locked, and the lights off, with just a hole in the center of the floor for you to shit in. I will still speak out. I will still scream at the top of my lungs. I will make sure that I am fucking heard even if there's nobody there to hear it. People are dead because of you. You don't get to fucking hide that.